Isaiah 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. First and foremost, we give our honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Krakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully like men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth without sincerity. And shalom to those few sisters, that's getting in order, tuning in and taking heed and, repenting inside these last days. Right, come at you with another faith booster, Lord willing, is edifying. Also just bringing out prophecy, because the picture that I'm bringing out is, Revelation 20 verse 4. Because every day that passes by, we get closer to this right here as well, right? End of the day, every day gets closer, the squeeze is getting tighter and tighter towards Israel, mainly the believers, of the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, right? We're going to come to a time period where we're going to have to really stand on what we believe, right? Of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. That's why it says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability. When you stability, that means you're holding on, and we know that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah is going to deliver us, man. Whether we have to get beheaded, or, some of the other elect are going to be, caught up in the clouds, right? But even though, the elect that do get beheaded, they're going to get caught up in the clouds first. Let me state that, But still, just because you get on this chopping block does not mean you lost. You lost the battle, right? So I'm going to run inside a couple of precepts. Lord willing, is edifying, So I'm going to go back to that, though. Right? So it says, and wisdom, Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge. Right? Because, the scripture already spoke about this. Standing still for the name, right? That he marveled at greatly, which he states in the book of 2 Esdras 2. Matter of fact, I'll pull it and I'll try to get to the main point. Right? Because, when you read into it, it talks about how Esdras, seeing the elect, getting crowned by Lord Yahweh Shah, which is a beautiful thing, right? Because they stood still for the name, right? But it starts at 42, right? Matter of fact, I just read straight through it, right? This 2 Esdras 2 and 42. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. And that's a beautiful thing, defeated the world and just get crowned by Yahweh Shah. That's beautiful. That's something that money cannot buy. It said, so I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, right, the world, and put on the immortal, right, spirit, and have confessed the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of God, right, Yahweh Shah, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, right? So therefore, that's the point, case in point right there. They stood stiff for the name. Everything that the Lord told us not to do, right, we didn't do, right? Bow down to the beast in his image, because in the point of time, right, you got to bow down or get beheaded, But this is understanding the cost of this walk, We understanding the cost that we can actually get life taken away from us, from Esau, Edom, right? But hey, scripture says you shouldn't even fear that. Matter of fact, I grabbed that. You shouldn't even fear this. If it happens, it happens, man. Hey, better that than being tortured by the Lord Yahweh Shah. It's like any day, right? This is Matthew 10:28. And fear not them which kill the body. This right here is the red letter, Lord Yahweh Shah, man. And fear them not which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell, right? So he giving you options, man. All right, that's a quick, that's no brainer, right? This flesh is temporary anyway, you know? So, hey, if you come down to it, man, brother's going to be marching up there, man. I'll go first, fighting in line. I'll go first because I'm not taking that karagma. And that's the spirit you want to be in, you know? Because the Lord going to reward you for that, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to go grab another precept. Right? He said, I commanded them that stood stiffly for the name, right? You know? Hey, man. Stiffer than, you know, one of them corner store pills, man. You know? And you're not budging, you know what I'm saying? Being real, right? You're not budging to this system, man. The Lord gave us command, right? And we're going to stick to it, right? Even if it has to be through death, right? We're going to die knowing the truth, die doing the truth, you know? Right? This Psalms 116, verse 15. Precious in the sight of the Lord, right? Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints, right? So he really ready to put it all on the line for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, right? The Lord see that as precious, man, right? And guess what? Hey, he will not forget that, right? Let me grab a quick precept. Matter of fact, I'll go straight to it. What it was. Matter of fact, I had it queued up on my internet. Where is it at? 1 Thessalonians, that's what it was. You know, hey, we get new bodies real soon, man. You know, can't even remember a lot of stuff here and there lately, right? I saw that 17, I think, yeah. Matter of fact, read the rest of it. I'm gonna start at 14. It says, for if we believe, 1 Thessalonians 4, verse 14, right? For if we believe that Yahweh died and rose again, even so, them also would sleep, and Yahweh will Yahweh bring forth with him, right? It says, let me read it again. For if we believe that Yahweh died and rose again, even so, them also would sleep, and Yahweh will Yahweh bring with him, right? Because the dead going to rise first in the end, man, right? And the Lord come down, you know, taking all these crowns from out these nations, you know, the ones that went to sleep early, you know, by facing that guillotine, right? By facing this, right? They're going to be the first ones that rise. Get on that chariot first, man. You know? It says 15. For this we say, so like, let me disturb my phone. Oh, here we go. Put on not disturb. So like, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep, right? Because, hey, just because those got put to sleep, hey, their light is sealed, man. You know, it says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. All right? So just because you get on that guillotine and they about to chop your head off, that don't mean you lost the battle, man. Because we already know, hey, certain of the elect is going to get beheaded, man. We're going to grab that precept in Revelation 20, right? And 4. So, it says, verse 17, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up, right? The rest of the elect, together with them in the clouds, right? The chariots, so-called UFOs, to meet the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord, right? And the thing about it, you got to understand, you got to go through it, right? Yahweh Shah had to go through it. And he's the author of, you know, adversity, going through adversity, man. This is who we look up to, you know? So just because, hey, you get on that chopping block, right, that, you know, get your head beheaded, man, that don't mean you lost, man. You know? But this time is coming. You know, this time is coming. That's why, hey, he tells the armor ourselves, man. Matter of fact, I ain't even finished the rest of it. Here you go. This is heavy too. You know, short bit of words, but it's heavy. Verse 18. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. Right? That's faith. You gotta believe that, man. Right? This is what we out here doing, man. Matter of fact, man, this you gotta bring out Sirach, man. Gotta bring out Sirach. I start at verse 4. All right, let's rock 2 and 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Right, when you see it, man. Right, when you get up under that guillotine, man, that big blade, probably 200-pound blade. Right, you gotta take that cheerfully, man. Right, because you're at a lower state, right? Because the flesh is talking to you. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You gotta take it cheerfully. Why? Because you're being tried right now. Right, you can at any given moment before that blade drop, choose your fate and want to take that charagma, But it says, for whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state, right? Because it only gonna take, less of a second. Once that blade hit the top of the neck, it's gonna hit the bottom. It's gonna pierce through the neck that fast, man. It's gonna be a real quick death. And really just getting put to sleep, right? Because we believe in the spirit. Hey, if we one of those men that got to walk in that lot of getting beheaded, hey, man, a sister, hey, guess what? Yahweh Shemashah gonna open your eyes again, man. You're going to have that beautiful body, that immortal body, right? Verse 5, it says, for gold is tried in the fire, right? And that's the ultimate fire, man. That's the ultimate adversity, set aside from, taking the charagma, right? But actually having more pressure upon you, It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men, right? Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? You got to go through it, man. So if it's for you to go through it, man, right? You got a reward, right? The Lord said he not forget, our labor of works, right? That's labor, right? Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Right? And we're going to put it all in the faith of Yahweh Shemashah. The things written 4 times written for our learning. Right? Went through adversity. Right? You don't think the seven children, in the book of Maccabees, you don't think that they got a spot? Right? Man, they stood firm. Right? They said, we willing to die. We ready to die right now than to transgress the law. From eating that swine's flesh, right? Matter of fact, got another precept, right? You just got to, just keep these things in mind, man. As time winds down, we getting closer to this as well, It's the book of Romans 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. Right? A living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, which is your reasonable service. Right? This is your service, man. This is you pretty much paying Yahweh back, man, for him dying, for the whole nation. This is the least we can do. Put it on the line. Stand stiff. He already told you. He gonna open your eyes first. You're gonna rise up first. So it's the least we can do, man. Lord, will we keep that spirit upon us, man? That's why we pray, fast, keep studying, keep sharpening up our sword, Because we know a time like this is coming. We don't know if we're going to be in that lot or not, but we want to already have it in the back of our mind, the front of our mind, that this could be us, man. That's why I said wisdom and knowledge should be the stability. You got that wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shemashah, you're going to be stable, man. You're going to have the same spirit like how the 7 brothers was. Come on with it. Pull the cord or whatever. Press the button. That's just the spirit you're going to have, man, right? It ain't shit in this world anyway to keep moving around for. We're ready to get to the kingdom. So if that can get us there, hey, come on with it. We should have been doing this yesterday. Right? And be not conformed to this world, right? Because either you get beheaded or take the charagma and get tortured by fire and brimstone, right? According to Revelation 14:9, because you sold out to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? It said, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? And I'm going to close out with this right here. Because this is what is really centered around, but it's good to, bring it out last. Right? Con. Revelation 20 verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right? Because, hey, this is the prophecy. He gave us a command, you know. And they stood stiff to the point where they had to get beheaded, you know. If it come, hey man, you can't stress it enough. If it come down to it, man, hey, it's better to go out knowing that you was fighting for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He that endureth unto the end shall be saved, man. Right? Where I stopped at. It says, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai. Right? They stood stiff, man. It says, and for the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. Right? And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. You know, so that's just the beauty of it, man. They stood still for the name to the point he wanted to get they got beheaded. You know, but guess what? It'd be a round of applause. You know, well done, my faithful servant. You know, you can't beat that. It's good to hear that from your mom or your dad, but to hear that from the person that created the earth, that's a different vibration. No, to hear well done, my faithful servant. You know. So that was just that on that, man. You know, I just wanted to bring that out. You know, I came across the picture, and you know, I just wanted to bring this out, America. This right here's gonna be heavy. You know, matter of fact, I got one more precept. You know, like I said, we bring out these precepts. You know, like it said in the book of Thessalonians. You know, comfort each other with these words. You know, understand that it's only for a small moment. You know. It's the book of Romans 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Man, that's beautiful. That's how you close it out right there, man. You can't beat that. Through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope, right? So you'll get on that chopping block with comfort, knowing that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to, bail you out. You know, you're only going to be asleep for a small moment, so. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and to the point. We give out honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Krakadash. Till next time I say Shalom.